what the weirdest thing, I talk about this thing called the cave all the time, where, the year after your wedding, people enter the cave, and they don't mean to. But there was a study that was done that said that they asked people how big your wedding party was, how big, all right, I had 6 groomsmen, there were 6 bridesmaids, whatever. All right, how many of them were family? 2. I had my brother, 2 brothers were in my wedding, and the rest of them were my friends. And they asked then, after 1 year, how much conversation have you had with the groomsmen that were not your relatives? And the results were shocking. It was almost 20%.
Wow.
Okay? Like 0 to 20%. And you're like, hold on. They were in your wedding. Some of these guys are your best man. This is your crew. These are your boys. These are your people. And you're telling me the year after the wedding that you haven't talked to some of them, you haven't talked to. You haven't had one conversation with these folks. And it sort of shocked them when they said it out loud. And they, first of all, really couldn't believe, has it already been a year? Yep, it already has been a year. Now, over time, they go back and reestablish those things. But the first year, you're just scrambling, because however long you're engaged, 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, whatever, you're doing all this stuff to get ready for this event. Then after the wedding, you're playing catch up, because I have not been a good employee. I've been letting stuff slide. Yep. And, my fiance, she's got me running everywhere. We're trying on tuxes. We're trying cakes. We're picking, what are we having to eat? And we're going to all these meetings, got to meet with this minister guy. He's weird. You're doing all this stuff, but you're putting all this other stuff on the back burner.
Yeah.
You haven't realized it with your friends. You really don't spend a lot of time with your friends during engagement. You think you are, because you have arranged certain things with them. All right, guys, we're going to Vegas. We're going to have a weekend. We're going to have our bachelor party. It's going to be awesome. But the reality is you don't talk to them very much. You don't use plans. And obviously they're going to be there at the wedding, and it's all awesome. But they go away. They all disappear.